Get those feet up, James! Don't stop! Run, big boy! Sprint!
Alright, well, Aiyana-Lee, yeah, she manipulated everyone, and boy do I have a lot to talk about. I don't even know how long this video will be since I got so much information. So yeah, all I can say is sit back, eat your popcorn, and as demanding as it sounds, I might sound like a high school teacher, but you're really gonna have to listen to everything I'm about to say, because the information I got is honestly insane. So yeah, before the video begins, make sure you like this video if you enjoyed, and subscribe if you're into content like this. So yeah, let's begin. Before anything, of course, let's do a little recap. Let's look back from a few days ago. KSI announced a new artist coming to the label, Young Dave, just a few days ago. And Aiyana-Lee, someone who was also on the label, went off, tweeting and slandering JJ for not supporting her in the label, with claims of KSI ghosting her. And her manager, who is her mom apparently now, is also going off on JJ, bringing up JJ's old allegations, which is unnecessary in my opinion. But looking at this isn't something JJ would do, right? So of course, seeing these tweets, KSI kinda looks bad here. Well, Aiyana-Lee manipulated everyone. Let's get to the actual facts. And get this, right? This isn't something I expected to happen. A source close to the Aiyana-Lee and Hitco situation messaged me and told me everything. Yeah, unreal. Hey, this isn't some trust me bro source. Like, this is generally a serious source. They got all the facts about what Aiyana-Lee did behind the scenes. So yeah, let's just get straight into this. It's gonna be pretty long, so you're gonna have to hear this clearly. I can't disclose the name as requested by them, so yeah. Alright, I've been told that they put Aiyana-Lee on Killa Killa knowing that they were going to sign her as their first artist on TOT. Aiyana-Lee and her mom apparently got blackballed by producers and writers they sent them to because of their very arrogant attitude. They kept giving out whack songs and they're like those type of people who are impossible to work with. And yeah, they thought they knew what they were doing. And Mams, KSI's manager, apparently sent them to Rico Love, Mr. Flash It himself. And finally, they were making good music. Bruh, I mean, I applaud Aiyana for the talent, but how did it take one person to make a good song coming from her? Anyway, according to the source, apparently Rico and TOT introduced her to LA Reid, and they did a global deal with them. That's where Hitco came in, LA Reid's label. She was told also that the structure of LA Reid's deal was complicated, and they don't have to do this deal, but yeah, they insisted. Since they were like so desperate because it's LA Reid, biggest producer ever. I mean, that's cool and all, but let's be honest. When was the last time you've seen an artist coming from LA Reid go big? I haven't seen any hit from LA Reid since Michael Jackson's Escape. This essentially removed all responsibilities away from TOT. It became Hitco's responsibility to globally distribute and market her record. So pretty much the claim that they were accusing TOT for not doing UK promotions for Aiyana-Lee was a lie. Hitco was in charge of that, and apparently Aiyana-Lee and her mom fired Mams once they got what they wanted, since it was always her plan to manage her daughter. To essentially put it, Aiyana-Lee is a mama's girl. And get this right, they also apparently insisted on not working with Rico Love, the guy who was making their songs good, as he would really tell them the truth about their creative process, which apparently they can't stand. Then what's the point of making music if you can't even stand other people's opinions on the music you make, you donut? And apparently so, they got paid 2 very generous advances and got a very big budget from Hitco that no other new artist gets from that label. And yeah, that was because of TOT. Unreal. And with all this, it's kinda obvious that they thought they made it when they signed to LA Reid. And so yeah, they stopped communicating with KSI or Mams. And yeah, months later, she flopped. LA Reid, greatest producer by the way. But yeah, apparently when they flopped, Aiyana and her mom started to ask JJ for support posting. Apparently, he didn't like the music and felt that it was strange that they never asked for his input or opinion until they already decided the songs. And again, Aiyana dropped JJ and Mams, So pretty much TOT didn't have any obligation to do anything. So it's not TOT's fault you flopped. It's Aiyana and her drugged up mom's fault that they dropped Mams and JJ after getting that LA Reid label. And either way, dropping her or keeping her on the label makes no difference to her. TOT, they apparently don't get in the way of any of her decisions. I mean, bloody hell, it's most likely they didn't even make a single dime off Aiyana. Because they haven't done any release together with TOT. She has millions to recoup with Hitko before anyone gets paid, and that could take years, you know? So pretty much, Aiyana-Lee's claims on Twitter of TOT not doing anything for her, all of her tweets, yeah, they're all lies. To summarize, TOT did everything pretty much. KSI's label is legit the reason why Aiyana-Lee is signed to LA Reid. Pretty big, right? And when they were signed to LA Reid, TOT were no longer in control. So pretty much TOT couldn't do anything because they didn't have any control. Aiyana-Lee jumped the gun and signed with LA Reid, resulting to TOT not having any control on Aiyana-Lee. And apparently they were paid really big with LA Reid. And they got a humongous budget apparently from LA Reid's label that no new artist gets. And that was all because of KSI's label. Like, it's insane, man, if you think about it. KSI really did do a lot for Aiyana-Lee. And when they were making it big, they pretty much just ditched JJ and Mams. And the mom was planning to gain that management control for Aiyana-Lee. Oh yeah, speaking of the mom's very delusional and unhinged. I mean, check her Twitter. It's unbelievable.
The fuck is this?
And the source, right? The source revealed that her mother caused a music video to be shut down for upsetting someone on set due to her racist remarks. Oh my god. The music video in question was for her song Rich Kids off her EP. She said that black kids on the rich side of town is not realistic. Oh my god. And one of the actors was super upset about the racist remark, so they shut the music video set down and wasted the label's money. The source even said that that's not even close to the worst thing she's done. So that leaves me with the conclusion that Aiyana-Lee's mother has had some racist shenanigans in her time. I mean, her mindset alone is atrocious. Apparently she thinks because she has a mixed daughter that she's not capable of being racist. Like, how stupid do you have to be to have that kind of mindset? It's it's appalling to see. I mean, her Twitter alone shows her mindset. She keeps mentioning KSI endlessly like it's nothing.
The fuck is this?
But yeah, when the mom claimed KSI signed Aiyana-Lee because of the success of Killa Killa, that's also false. The source close to the situation said again that they were already gonna sign Aiyana-Lee once Killa Killa was gonna come out. I mean, according to the source, Mams recommended Aiyana to JJ. I mean, it really shows the kind of people JJ has in his team. The source said that in Killa Killa, they were gonna put Danny Lay on the hook instead of Aiyana. Big feature, right? But Mams insisted JJ to get Aiyana on the track and start a label deal with her because of how talented she is. That alone just shows the manager's kindness to Aiyana-Lee. And they knew beforehand that a deal was gonna happen once Killa Killa comes out. Oh yeah, and the Rico guy that was mentioned here, we know him from All Over the Place, Flash It, Banger. He was sent to Aiyana by KSI's manager to make some tracks. And he was also another guy that's very real, no facade. He was being real about Aiyana's music, saying things that he didn't like, which both Aiyana and her mother couldn't handle. So they ditched Rico too. And about Rico Love, the source close to the situation revealed too that Aiyana-Lee was also signed to Rico Love's label, Division 1.
Welcome, motherfuckers, to Race Division 1!
So Aiyana-Lee was basically signed to 3 labels. Division 1, Rico Love's label, TOT, the Online Takeover, JJ's label, and Hitko, LA Reid. But LA Reid, Hitko, was responsible for all the activities, everything happening to Aiyana-Lee. And knowing this, right, putting 2 and 2 together, why isn't Aiyana-Lee going after Rico Love and Division 1 for not supporting her? Why not go after Rico Love? Because they knew for a fact that the clout is on JJ's side. Rico just didn't have that kind of clout and attention KSI had, so they knew and used KSI's name to ridicule JJ and for their personal gain. And Rico was also sick of their arrogant attitude. That's why he dipped and didn't do anything with them on his label. There's like legit so much more to this that I would love to reveal, but unfortunately, these are the only things that I can reveal publicly, and because it's private matters, and it'll probably make this video longer, even longer. So I'ma just stop here. There's so much lies and manipulation coming from Aiyana-Lee and her mother. Knowing how they are behind the scenes, it's actually messy. I'm gonna be honest, I low-key regret everything I've said in that last video. Knowing the facts given here, it's honestly insane. And seeing her in the public eye around the time Killa Killa came out, she didn't seem like that kind of person. I saw her as someone who's passionate to make good music that everyone would love. That's why I really liked her. But yeah, now I see her as an entitled, arrogant, manipulative liar with an unhinged, delusional mother who needs help. I'm sorry if I sound super harsh, but I just don't like these kinds of people. And if I'm gonna be honest, I was almost gonna back up Aiyana-Lee on this situation, since it seemed like super serious. But she turned out to be a manipulative liar. Aiyana-Lee flopped, so they knew ruining KSI's name was the solution. Yeah, it ain't easier than you think, Aiyana. KSI and his team saw working with Aiyana-Lee as a start of helping artists grow, making a family that talented. I mean, TOT was gonna be KSI's family of talented artists. And I know now that KSI and Mams are gonna have to be careful with who they work with now, so that they don't experience something like this again. I honestly feel bad for the others involved, especially JJ, Mams, and Rico Love. Honestly, it's sad to see, but yeah, it is what it is. So yeah, screw you Aiyana, screw you Nicole. Anthony Fantano style outro. TOT, the online takeover. Forever!
I fell in love with an emo girl. I fell in love with an emo girl. Fell in love with an emo girl. Fell in love with an emo girl. I fucking fell in love with a 14-year-old. She likes guys with a big ah.